on your conversations with border sheriffs, what else do you think is missing from the conversation?
Missing from
the conversation on the border.
On the border?
When we see segments, what do you think is missing? What should we pay more attention to?
I think that each of us would pay more attention to the humanitarian crisis. That is why we specifically focused on the humanitarian crisis. What is happening to people? They're basically buying the lie, if you will, that the border is open, you make it to America, and things are going to be great. And we know that people are being physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually abused as they make that journey. You wanted to say something?
No,
Go
I
ahead.
would say it is clear that under the policies of the Biden administration, it's open season for drug cartels, human traffickers, terrorists, for that matter. A lot of the people, one of the things that was brought to my attention when we were there, many of the people that they are locating that are gotaways or that they finally do catch happen to be, Chinese nationalists or from Russia. So it's not your typical migration pattern that we typically see. It's actually expanded to many more countries that are working to come over the border illegally. I think that's something we need to be aware of. The fact that it is a national security crisis has got to be paramount. In addition to that, is that humanitarian crisis that I don't believe enough people are wrapping their arms around and their head around what's happening. Senator Hyde-Smith has a story that I will allow her to share about something that she found there in the river. But we saw as we were going around, we were looking at pairs of little shoes and clothing of little children that were scattered throughout the border. And that child has a story. I mean, they were telling us of coyotes bringing these kids and letting them loose and just hoping that a Border Patrol agent finds them. This is totally unacceptable. We wouldn't allow this stuff to happen in a third world country, much less in the United States of America. And so addressing like that is of paramount importance. And lastly, I would say fentanyl. So I have a 7th and an 8th grader. And when we look at the reach of fentanyl now and what's happening, they mentioned to us that, during the pandemic, obviously, you had anxiety rates raised among children, people searching for things that they don't even know are fentanyl. Maybe they're asking for a Xanax or they're asking for an Adderall. And it was very clear from a DEA agent that one pill can kill, and even less than that can. 2 milligrams can kill someone who has never been exposed to fentanyl. We have to tell that story because some of these children, some of these kids in high school or college believe they're taking one thing, and in fact, it's laced with fentanyl, and we lose them. We have to speak up about this, and we have to speak loud, and that's why this bill is so important, to hold these people accountable and not allow them to benefit from taxpayer funds.
Right. Yes.